Oh, I promise you guys I would be back, especially the overly sensitive males in the boxing community here. And I mean, the way some of these guys behave, man, I can't even call them men, Joseph. They just got to be called males because really that's what they
Yeah.
are. You know, a man acts a
Wait
certain
a minute.
way. All
Let
right.
me see the title of this. It says Canelo Fanboys Stop Crying and Pull Up.
Yep.
Well, look, brother, and obviously you brought reinforcements tonight. So my guess is these guys, if you want to refer to them as guys, are going to have a strange case of stage fright tonight, brother, because yeah, you didn't come empty-handed, man. I've got your back, G
Yeah.
Funky. Not like you
Usually,
needed it with this group, but yeah.
no. It's just the weirdest thing, man. You know, these guys, they're just. I mean, you could say 10 things good about Canelo, and one thing that they don't like, and all of a sudden you're hating. All of a sudden you're this. All of a sudden, it, I don't get it, man. And again, it's because I don't think like these guys do. You know, I have
Well,
a life
um,
outside of this YouTube thing.
well, look, and let's just put forth this disclaimer, right? Both of us, G Funky and I, are both in this business. So our only bias going into this is the health of the sport.
Yep.
If something is good for the health of the sport, we endorse it. If something is bad for the health of the sport, we wholeheartedly will be against it. And that is our only bias. Now, if you can't say the same thing, well, I can't help you there, and that's not my problem.
Yep. And look, you guys see what it says here on the screen at the top. It says boxing first. It doesn't say Canelo first. All right. So you guys got to understand that. All right. I don't give a fuck about any of these dudes, um, whether they win or lose or whatever bullshit that you guys like to come on here and talk about. The circle jerks you guys like to stand in and then come up with nonsense and then go to other people's channels like myself and spew garbage, just arguing for like literally arguing with yourself, making things up in the chat that I never said. You bring them up here like it's the weirdest fucking shit, man.
Well,
Um,
look, and I will say this also, G Funky, and to be fair, they've grown accustomed to, I guess, chatting or arguing or debating, if you want to call it that. But just almost trading nonsense for noise
yep.
with other like-minded fans who are now, once again, I'm sure they've encountered a lot of Canelo haters because of his recent path of progress. And you have to be realistic about this. You can't expect everyone to approve because let's just face it, not everyone's on one knee kissing his white freckled ass. Okay. Let's just face it. Okay. So you have to
Right.
be realistic. And you know what? And I sympathize with you guys having to defend your cinnamon boy to these guys. But you know what? We're not those guys. So
Exactly.
if you would like to, we will act tonight as your, well, therapist or psychiatrist. If you'd like just to blow off some steam and vent about the haters that you can't stand, and we'll be here for you. How's that? That's the closest thing to an olive branch I think we can give you.
Yep. And I'm giving you guys this opportunity. I don't do this that often, but this is your guys' opportunity because here's the thing that I don't understand. I did a 30-minute live earlier today where I gave my thoughts about the Berlanga fight this Saturday. And I mean, I come on here and I say that Canelo won every round in the fight. He made Berlanga quit, basically.
Yep.
And because I said, you know what? I think he's starting to slip because really he should have gotten Berlanga out of there, to be quite honest with you. And that
Well,
is what triggered some guys, you know?
well, you know what? I will say this. I'll be fair. You know what? And at this level, it's very difficult, right? Like, look, just stepping foot in the ring is a difficult venture, right? For
Mm-hmm.
anyone, it takes a special mindset, and you've got to be brimming with confidence just to lace them up and spar, much less put on 10-ounce gloves and take on one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world. But I will say this, Edgar Berlanga, in defense of Canelo Alvarez, if he goes into tortoise mode, which he did, right? With the exception of the last round, he didn't try to win that fight. And by that time, it was too late. All right. So can you pull up Steven 4722? Okay. Berlanga did try, okay, in the first round and the last. But when he got floored, he didn't like that one bit.
No.
I could tell he was a bit embarrassed. You could tell by his face that he fell for that trap, that beautiful trap that Canelo set for him, and he got caught, right? He didn't like that, and he didn't want to be embarrassed on the biggest stage of boxing, even though he was guaranteed $5 million. Okay, so when someone at this level goes into tortoise mode, it's very difficult, even for a guy like Canelo, to get a world-class fighter out of there. Now, regardless of what you think about Berlanga, he's still a young, strong guy. And if he doesn't want to give Canelo any openings, it's going to be very difficult to get a guy who's weighing on fight night over 200 pounds out of there. And so that's the defense I'll give to Canelo.
Is that what you've been hearing? I've seen some things that he was around like 190 or something like that.
No, Canelo was around 190. Berlanga was around 200 at least.
Yeah, man.
Wait a minute. So can you safely say, though, by judging that, by the news I just laid on you, G Funky, so can you say that the weight issue between David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez is a non-issue then?
Yep. That's exactly what we can say. And that's exactly what these guys are going to get mad about. Because we heard what Canelo said at the Munguia fight and going into this fight, that the only thing Benavidez brings is what, 20 pounds, 25 pounds or whatever, on fight night.
Apparently Berlanga did too.
Yep. Had no issue fighting him, and that's another thing that these guys get pissed off about. When you say you want to see him fight Benavidez for some reason, for some weird fucking reason, that pisses these guys off.
Okay, let's go to excuse number one. Benavidez hasn't done anything to deserve a fight with Canelo Alvarez, but Berlanga did. So did Jaime Munguia. Okay,
John Ryder, right?
John Ryder. Well, John Ryder, you can say he beat Danny Jacobs. He got past Zach Parker, albeit by default.
Yeah.
But at least he earned that spot. Berlanga, no.
No.
Once again, who else? Who was Jaime Munguia? No.
Can you imagine David Benavidez's last two opponents being Zach Parker and then Daniel Jacobs? Beats them both. You think these guys would be like, "Yeah, man, let's do it"? That he's
no,
earned his spot.
He wouldn't. In fact,
they wouldn't.
I'll say that Caleb Plant and an undefeated Boo Boo Andrade was probably, I guess, more of a fitting prerequisite to deserve a Canelo fight. But let's just face it, guys. It's the biggest money fight that he could participate in at this time in North America. And yes, I'm saying it, a bigger money fight than Terrence Crawford at this time. And definitely more cost effective with less overhead, right?
Yes.
And I'm seeing this with great certainty because David Benavidez, he's willing to fight Canelo for everything or for anything. And he's not going to price himself out and demand over $20 million. So what's the problem?
Exactly.
And let's just face it. Terrence Crawford, after stinking out the joint, right? After stinking out the joint against Madrimov, Israel Madrimov, is there any demand to really see that fight?
Not really. No.
No. So what other options does he have at 68? Is he going to have a rematch with Caleb Plant? It's okay, Caleb. It's okay. I take care of it for you. It, is it a pre? Hold on. Can you pull up Steven's insightful comment as well? Canelo is on his retirement tour. He doesn't want to lose another fight before he retires. I expect him to fight Mbili or Chris Eubank Jr. next. Well, look, if it's in the States and he doesn't want to go to the UK, you can already cross off Chris Eubank Jr. because the only place that fight makes sense is in the UK.
In the UK, yeah.
And Christian Mbili, that guy brings less money to the table than Edgar Berlanga or Jaime Munguia. So, look, and let's just be honest, guys, and this is the most frustrating thing about it. Is this not a 50-50 fight because of the style matchup between Benavidez and Canelo?
Yeah, man.
Because I just by viewing and just reading popular sentiment from unbiased spectators, and I'm not talking about Canelo fans, unbiased spectators, they're split on who wins this fight. I know a lot of people who would still favor Canelo in this matchup, and I know a lot of people who would favor Benavidez. So if it's a 50-50 matchup, you mean to tell me Canelo isn't sold that he would whoop his ass? Because this guy truly believes, brimming with confidence, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in boxing, he truly believes he is the big swinging dick in the room every time he steps in the ring. So what's the problem?
I have no idea. I think what it is, well, I shouldn't say I have no idea. When I say that, I'm talking about these fans that don't want to see the fight. I have no idea what their problem is. It's weird, but as far as like the fight itself, I think Canelo knows it's definitely a tough night in the office, and he wants to be compensated for it handsomely, which is understandable. And like Joseph just said, it's a lot less money to pay David Benavidez than it would be to pay Terrence Crawford, a guy who's been way overpaid.
You can say it. You can say it. Downright delusional.
Yeah.
And let's just face it, guys. He's so delusional, he probably believes he is the A-side. Oh, I'm the best. I'm sitting at the table with the high individuals. Look, you know that he genuinely believes that he is 50-50, A1 and A2. He doesn't believe he's the B-side. So you mean to tell me he would be an absolute joy to negotiate with, right, if you're Canelo? Look, and that's the reason why Canelo said no comment when asked, hey, what did you think about Turkey Al-Sheikh and Terrence Crawford calling you out on social media? His response was no comment. And why? Because he didn't have anything positive to say. He doesn't want to have anything to do with that prima donna, delusional Omaha City troll. So where does he go? Realistically, where does he go?
Great question. No, I don't think anybody knows, man.
Well, I tell you what, this is your opportunity, Canelo fans. You guys are in luck. Because if you guys put your big boy pants on and really believed in your man, you would say, come on, Canelo, show him. Show him that you can whoop your ass. We believe in you, son. We believe in you, buddy. We're going to be right there behind you. We're going to be cheering for you the 100% of the time, and we believe in you, and we know you can beat this kid from Phoenix or Seattle or wherever the hell he's from. But he's not Mexican. Show him that you are the real Mexican fighter. Get behind your guy. Come on, man.
Yeah, I agree with Stephen again here. I don't see Canelo beating Bivol or Beterbiev. He just needs to stay away from 175, man.
Yep, that's it. Look, stay far away from either Beterbiev or Bivol. That's good. Look, let's just face it. now that Beevil knows exactly what to expect, I'm sorry, I'm calling it now. If Canelo actually had the stones for a rematch, right? Which he's not going to, but if he did, I would pick Beevil for a late round stoppage.
Dude, Beevil will wash him again. Like, and it's like these guys didn't watch the first fight, Like, did you not see what happened the first time?
No, let's be fair. To them, it was like staring at the sun. If you want it physically painful, right? And if you want to put it in sporting terms, it's like being a Red Sox fan. It's a slow roller to first.
Oh, behind the bag. It gets
Behind
through
the bag.
Buckner.
It gets past Buckner. And the Mets win it. That's like their Mets debacle. That's what the Beevil fight is like, because let's just face it, Canelo got owned. Dare I say, he got beaten like a redheaded stepchild.
Yep. And here's one of these guys. Look at y'all mad. Mad at what? Like,
No.
Call
Look.
in and explain yourself, guy.
Yeah, call in, brother. Call in. Because look, in order to be upset about anything, you actually have to care first.
Exactly.
And guess what? We don't care.
No.
We don't care. Chingao. Look, and you make it seem like we dislike Canelo or something. Look, I like Canelo. I have a ton of respect for him. In fact, I think he's still a top 5 pound for pound guy. But unless he fights some real competition where it's available, yeah, it's going to be very hard to continue putting him there in that echelon. But here's the biggest problem, guys, and this is what you guys don't understand. Hey, Kamikaze, how you doing, my friend? What is this that stands before me? I love Ozzy, man. Look, man, you splitting hairs, hating on Canelo.
Look at this guy.
Look
at this guy.
Look, I'm gonna explain to you, and once again, I'm gonna give you this disclaimer once again, and in case it didn't penetrate the medulla the first time, right? So here's the reason. One, we don't care. Our only bias, okay, because we're both in this business and we understand the business and what's good and bad for the health of the sport. This is why it's so bad for the sport that Canelo is not fighting who the fans deem he should fight. Now, this is why. Because do you realize how long it takes to cultivate? And once again, it's not like baseball. You have these built-in matchups in baseball season after season, built over 100 years. You know the Red Sox are going to play the Yankees 14 times every season. You know the Cowboys in the NFL are going to play the Eagles twice a year. You've got built-in matchups. You know the Lakers are going to play the Spurs 5 times a year at least. So you've got these built-in matchups in other sports, in boxing, because guys retire. Do you realize the effort it takes from promoters and everyone involved to generate another attraction like Canelo? Right?
Mm-hmm.
No, look, do you want me to slow down? In case you don't understand what I'm saying, look, just listen.
Oh,
It'll listen. It'll start to make sense to you. I'm getting there, right? Just please try to listen and put your thinking cap on, brother, okay? So, do you realize how long it takes to generate another attraction like Canelo Alvarez? Okay? And once again, and then to generate another rivalry, another mainstream big-time rival like Gennady Golovkin. Like, how many of those rivals has Canelo had throughout his lengthy future Hall of Fame career?
Not many.
You can count one, Gennady Golovkin.
That's it.
Now we've got a potential second, and it happened organically, right? So when these matchups come, reveal itself, and the fans, the real bosses of boxing, want it, well, then it's up to the fighters who have made a fortune from the fans to do their bidding. And so this is why it's terribly unhealthy for the sport for Canelo, your fighter, to deny the fans their bidding.
Yep.
And once again, you can't say, I know you guys like to say it's Benavidez' fault. He gave up his leverage by moving up to 70. No, dude. When have you ever heard of a B-side fighter responsible for the fight not happening?
Exactly. These guys act like they've never seen that before. It's nothing but a bunch of excuses from a bunch of overly sensitive males online that all they do is stand in a fucking circle jerk all day long and jerk each other off. Canelo's the best. Oh, I love Canelo. He's this, that. He's the, yeah.
So now
Pathetic.
now
Man.
Boxing Magic with a K. Do you understand now why it's so detrimental for the health of the sport that we don't see these premier matchups? Ones that let's just face it, if this fight were announced tomorrow, the entire sporting world would be dialed in on it, and Stephen A. Smith would be ranting about it. Wait a minute. Is this guy just being obtuse, or is he just plain stupid?
Here's what it is, right? He's claiming that we're mad, yet this guy, anytime someone says anything about Canelo on Twitter, he's the first guy arguing in the comments, and look, he was the first guy here leaving comments like, dude, just call in. You said you wanted to talk. I came back on. This is your opportunity, man. This is your one and only opportunity, man, to call in.
Let's hear Erdemex4L, whatever the hell that means. So you genuinely believe if David Benavidez had a belt, that Canelo would be down to fight him and wouldn't be pricing himself out at this time? That's what you genuinely believe. So what do you think? That someone is going to say, hey, I've got a belt, Canelo, you have to fight me? Really? You think anyone with Canelo, once again, it's the golden rule, guys. He who has the gold makes the rules in this business. And if you think that belts matter at the pinnacle, at the stage that Canelo's at right now, then you guys truly are ignorant.
Yep. It doesn't fucking matter. And look at this. Look at this. Did you ask that question for Edgar Berlanga? I bet you didn't. I mean, Jaime Munguia just fought Canelo.
No. So what are you?
He fought a guy who just retired.
So what are your expectations for David, another washed-up fighter who's been retired? No, our expectations for David is to face Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo.
I'm sorry.
Oh
am I mincing words, dude?
No, but I think we might be
speaking
in Mandarin
Chinese. Ching Gao, dude. Like, seriously, are you guys that dense, or do you just love being obtuse? I'm serious. Like, seriously, quit thinking with the shit that you're sitting on. Ching Gao, man.
Oh, shit. The phone number is on the bottom of the screen. There's no links, bro.
No. Drop the link. Really, drop the link. I want to see him. I want to hear this guy. And if he starts cussing, then you just silence his stupid ass and send him on his way.
This guy,
let's hear him.
He's not going to want to have a real. He's not going to want to have a real conversation. That's pretty obvious at this point. Even though I tried to be cordial with the guy for a long, long time, but the screen is going to be blocked when you come on, because a lot of these dudes like to. You know what? No, you know what? Fuck that, Joe. I'm not going to let this guy determine what the fuck I do on this channel. You call in.
Yeah, call in, dude. Call
the number.
Once again, right? It's very simple. 91657. You know what? In fact, give me your number, man. I'll go ahead and dial it for you, brother. We'll do a conference call. You want to do
that? Call the line, man. All right. That's the way it runs around here. You don't like it? Hey, go somewhere else, man. I'm giving you an opportunity, though. I'll answer the phone.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait. Speak.
Can you put his very first post up before we ever went live? Can you scroll up and put that up again?
Hey, But we're the ones that are mad. But he's commenting 30 minutes before we go live, though. But yeah, let's check it out.
In 30 minutes, let's go. No. Wait. Is that grammatically correct? In 30 minutes, let's go. No.
No.
I think you meant to say now, right?
I think so. Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's it. What is this guy? I don't. Bro, all I can do is laugh in your face, man. This is sad.
Wait a minute. So set expectations are justify Canelo? Wow, that's it? Well, you know what? Seeing that that's the biggest matchup that everyone wants to see in the entire continent of North America.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'd say those are our expectations, buddy. So let me ask you this, Canelo fan, Mr. Dick Ryder, Mr. Pride Flag Waver. What is your expectation of Canelo?
Oh, he can
What
do
is
whatever
your
he wants.
expectation for Canelo?
Look it. Let me go back up. Hold on. Here we go. This is another thing. Where is it? He's fought everyone, man. He doesn't fight nobody now. Like, oh my god.
Well,
if
yeah,
that's
I
the
guess
case, then he should just retire, bro.
You know what? You're right, Boxing Magic. We just saw him fight the mighty Edgar Berlanga. You're right. He has fought everybody. Hey, go ahead and retire, Canelo. There's no one left. No one left who wants to beat your ass. You're right. Yeah. There's no unfinished business with Dimitri Bivol. There's no unfinished business with someone who's been calling you out and trolling you for the last 2 years named David Benavidez. There isn't an entire community in Mexico and Hispanics in America who think he's a big fag. Now, keep in mind, there are a lot of... Go ahead, sir.
This is all we get back is ad hominems, bro. Like, this is hilarious. Let me play something for you, guy, while you're in the chat, okay? There you go. Nice little violin for you, man, so you can cry about it, all right?
Oh, man. Hey, brother. You want some cheese to go with that wine, homie?
This is why I said at the beginning, man. These guys don't act like men. They're grown men in age, but they don't act like it. Can't even call in and have a dialogue with someone.
Well,
right?
Well, gee, Funky, you said that Canelo was no good, and dude, come on, guys, come on. Let's have an adult conversation. State your case, state your piece. It's right there. Just use that phone, and you know what? Just 916-572-1020.
It's that easy.
Here's how to order,
man.
916-572-1020.
The problem is these guys, they stand in a circle jerk all day long. They're afraid to go outside of that circle.
EBA boxing. Yes. Thank you.
As a Canelo fan, we also need to be boxing fans first, and that fight is needed. I get the feels that he cannot satisfy all fans, but part of the sport and has Mayweather mentality. Yeah, man. Yeah, that shit has fucked up the sport, man. It's a big fight. We need it, man.
Coach Ronnie Shields and I just talked about earlier this evening that the boxing business is still trying to shake off the stench of Mayweather-Pacquiao.
Oh,
and guess what? This fight would go a long way in removing that stink. But you know what? You guys just don't want to see it.
No.
Dude, what kind of gay shit is that? Now look, I understand. You guys were probably having the time of your life watching The Path of Least Resistance this past Saturday night. But you know what? You're not alone, though. Because what kind of fight do you think Anthony Joshua fans want to see this Saturday? They want to see the same bullshit. Yeah. And what kind of fight do you think Vladimir Klitschko fans wanted to see every single time he stepped foot in the ring? Jab, grab, eventually stop him. Okay? Now, once again, you guys are diehard fans and you love that shit. But come on. You had to have been boxing fans before Canelo ever existed. What made you boxing fans to begin with? That drama on the big stage.
They hate
Come
that, bro.
on.
That's the
Why?
best.
That
That's the best feeling in the world, isn't it, Joe? When a
fuck
50-50
yeah,
fight,
man.
when there's a true 50-50 fight about to happen, both guys have already been given their final instructions from the referee. They're standing
Hmm.
in the corners waiting for that bell to ring for round one.
And when you hear Mills Lane, let's get it on. Come on,
Yeah.
baby. Look, look, look. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, and I mean this, and this is from the heart, G Funky. I'm going to say it. They're not real Canelo fans. Because honestly, if I were a real Canelo fan, I'd say, bring it. Don't
Yes.
sing it. Bring it. Bring it, you David Benavidez pussies. Well, let's find out who the real fighter is. Let's
Yep.
find out who look, I believe in my guy Canelo. I'm going to wave Viva Mexico all night long. I'm going to stand up on my seat. I'm going to be the first one to buy my ticket. And I'm going to see my guy, without a doubt, beat Benavidez's ass. That wannabe Mexican monster, my ass. He's from Phoenix. You know what? That's
Look at this.
how a real Canelo fan acts.
Look at this. Oh man, dude, call
I'm
in.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Did my last comment hit home, brother? Huh? Did my last comment hurt? Good. It was meant to hurt, brother. You were supposed to be insulted by that. Because honestly, I don't think you're a real Canelo fan. Because honestly, I'm a real Dallas Cowboy fan, right? Yeah, long-suffering Dallas Cowboy fan. Haven't won shit in the past 30 years, but guess what? I still bleed blue. And guess what? You think I shy away from a matchup against the 49ers or the Chiefs or the Eagles or the Commanders or the Giants? Fuck no. Bring it on, baby. Bring on all the NFL's best, because I stand by Dak Prescott. I stand by Jerry Jones. Bring on the best. Why would you want to win without fighting the best?
It's a mentality I'll never understand, man. And this is exactly why I've never got along with these type of fans since I've been here on YouTube. Been a long time,
Now, let
and
me ask you something, G Funky. When you were just a fan, not in this business, before you got in this business, you were a diehard Felix Trinidad fan, Tito
yep,
Trinidad, right?
yep.
Right. Okay. What happened and what were you thinking when it was announced Bob Arum, Don King, Lou DiBella of HBO Sports, they were putting together the super fight, a battle of unbeatens, Tito Trinidad versus De La Hoya? Were you quaking in your boots, my friend?
Dude,
Or were
I
you
was.
getting ready to wave that banner, brother?
It was the most anticipated fight of my life in watching boxing, and I couldn't wait for the damn fight. I remember the week of the fight. I mean, dude, felt like I didn't even go to school that whole week. Like I was only 15 at the time, and like, dude, I swear that week just flew by. Next thing you know, it was Saturday. I woke up and I already had that feeling like, hey,
Yep.
it's fucking fight day. Let's go. There
Dude,
wasn't
do
none
you
of this
remember?
bullshit about,
Yeah.
I shouldn't fight this guy because of this, or you shouldn't fight this guy because of that, you know? Fuck out of here with that soft ass shit, man. You guys are
Guys,
fucking weird, man.
look. And I will say this. And look, there was a reason, guys, why Dana White, yeah, he found out the hard way that he can't compete with the historic lineage of our beloved boxing. Now, once again, Canelo Alvarez is cut from the same cloth, and he shares that same lineage with Jack Johnson, Jack Dempsey, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather Jr. And what is he doing? What is he doing? You think Joe Louis? Look, he came out. He was 72 years old, and he still fought the baddest heavyweight in the planet, Rocky Marciano. He got his ass whooped. But guess what? He wasn't a big, fat, redheaded pussy.
And Joe Louis was 175 years old when they fought.
No. Now, once again, this sport, this long lineage of boxing badasses, this sport was built on great time capsule matchups, right? Okay, so Canelo, if you want to be considered as part of that lineage, you owe it to the real bosses of boxing
Look at
to
this. Hold on.
fight,
Okay. Hold
to
on. Hold
do
on.
their bidding.
Hold on. This is what these guys do, right? This is what these guys do. They love to take what somebody else says and then bring it over here, right? Now listen to this. This is what's going to happen. Canelo's going to fight David at 68. He's going to beat David. Then you will say David was weight drained, just like you do every damn Canelo, every fight Canelo wins. What the fuck are you
I'm
talking
sorry,
about?
what?
This is exactly what I told you earlier, bro. You want to bring all this other shit. You going around and arguing with people on X, arguing with people on YouTube,
Well,
and then you want to bring
look.
it here. Look, bro, let me tell you something, okay? It's time for no, I'm serious, bro. It's time for you guys to stop acting like children and be a fucking
Panochas.
man, okay?
Panochas.
Be a man and
Panochas.
speak for yourself. Stop regurgitating nonsense that you hear on these big blowhard channels here on YouTube, okay? This is exactly why you're not calling in, bro, because it's not safe here, you know? It's not nice and comfy like the other places that you're used to, bro. Seriously, bro, this shit is soft as fuck, man. Soft as fuck. Soft as baby shit, bro.
Hey, brother Adam, how you doing, my brother?
What's going on? EJ's here in the house too. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by, man.
Brother EJ, love you, man. I hope you're doing well, my friend.
Yep. And you're right, Steven. Like this.
That's it.
It's a tough fight. That's why he's asking for the money that he's asking for. We know that's not realistic, okay? But what is realistic is if that fight does happen, Canelo is probably going to get the biggest guarantee of his career.
And look, let's just face it, guys. If this fight does happen and it's announced, it'll be the biggest fight since Mayweather-Pacquiao.
It's going to be a big fight. It's going to be a big fight, man.
Well, you know, I can't say that definitively because let's just face it. The first two fights with Gennady Golovkin were freaking huge.
Yeah. And they were good. Well, the second fight was a really good fight. I feel like the first
That was
fight,
a great fight. The first one, yeah. Dude, Canelo and Golden Boy hit under Adelaide Bird's skirt. Come on, let's just be honest, guys.
It was a terrible decision in that fight.
Oh,
but the second fight was fantastic, man. One of my favorite fights to go back and watch.
Absolutely, man. Canelo let his balls hang in the center of the ring for once. That was. Did I just say that out loud? I'm sorry. I was just supposed to be thinking that.
See, this is what these guys do, man. They stand around and argue with other people all day long, and then they want to bring it to everyone else. You know?
No. I'll tell you what Boxing Magic was doing, and when he said 30 minutes, let's go now. Look, he was hoping that other people would come in and do his bidding.
That's what they do.
And stand up. You know what? And when they don't see anyone else, yeah, they get cold feet. Dude,
that's what they do. They go to these big channels that all they do is blow Canelo's nuts, hug nuts all day long. And then they'll tell somebody, oh, go over here and debate this guy. No, why don't you be a man and talk? You be a man and stand on your square, all right?
So Boxing Magic says, I ride solo. Well, then ride on your phone and call up solo.
Dude, okay? Look, been rolling down there.
Look, I won't even say anything. You can just talk to G Funky. Okay? I'm just going to be here as a spectator. I want to hear this. Come on, man.
I called for backup, dude. Call the number.
No. I saw that he was putting on a live show, and I wanted to be a part of it. I'm like, dude, I don't want to miss this. But apparently, yeah, I could have stayed home. I could have just remained watching TV because you guys are a bunch of no-show pussies.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with my channel, man. And anybody who's watched me for some time now knows that when someone comes up here, I give everyone the opportunity to speak uninterrupted unless they get disrespectful. You get disrespectful and take it somewhere else, you're out of here. But if you stick
Yeah,
to the
look,
topic, everything's fine. So there's
G
no issue
Funky.
here, bro. None.
Yeah, G Funky. I think I need to take a different approach. Come on, man. It's all right. We're all friends here. Come on. No one's gonna hurt you.
See, look
No
again.
one's no one's gonna make fun of your mother or anything. Come on.
Regurgitating nonsense again. He left the division.
Oh
What's he
yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to
okay,
do?
okay. Yeah, look. Outside of Canelo boxing magic at 168, is there more money at 68 or 75? What do you think, buddy?
Mm-hmm. These guys, they don't get it, man. They just want to protect their favorite fighter. And again, you created something in the last live that I did. You started making up shit. You started getting in your feelings. I never even said anything about Canelo. You found some little thing and you sneak dissing, bro. Dude, if I wanted to say fuck Canelo, I would just say fuck Canelo. I have no issue with that because I don't give a fuck, man. I've told you guys this before. I don't give a shit about subscriber numbers. I don't give a shit about views. I don't give a shit about none of that shit. That doesn't matter to me here. What I do outside of YouTube in boxing is far more important than anything that I've ever done here on YouTube. All right. So I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro. None of it.
Well, look. While they're still pondering then on whether or not they're binary or non-binary or gender dysphoria, look, let's talk about some boxing current events. I'm gonna post something to you because yeah, it's obvious. Maybe they just left their pride flag at home. Maybe that's the reason why they don't want to call up. I don't know. Maybe they're upset that Taylor Swift is endorsing Kamala Harris. I don't know, dude. Let's talk about something though, right?
Well,
Let's talk about.
I'll
Hey,
explain.
El Pinch OG, how you doing, my friend?
I'll explain it to you, Major Key. The problem is I came on here earlier and guys got sensitive about something that I don't even know what I said, to be quite honest with you. All of a sudden, I'm sneak dissing and blah, blah. And look, I didn't have time to address it earlier. So I said, look, I'll come back later and you could call into the show. But they don't want to call in, which is what I predicted. I predicted that no one would call in because this is what these guys do, man. They don't want to go anywhere that's not safe, you know. They can't stand outside of the circle jerk, man. What's up, Drummer for Life? Thanks for being here, man. And
Drumming
Pinche
for
OG,
life.
what's up, man? So go ahead, man. Go ahead, Joe. Let's
Like
40
look,
minutes have gone by, nobody's jumped on. So
yeah. So look, I posed this question to Coach Ronnie Shields this afternoon. And my brother Thomas Triber and I, we were talking earlier today after the grand arrivals, and we were both talking about the realistic prospect that after Turkey Al Sheikh gets a taste of the UK fan base, 100,000 spectators, right?
man.
After he gets a taste of that kind of action and sees a real fight in which both combatants are actually trying to win, not merely interested in participation ribbons. They're actually both trying to win, right? After he gets a taste of that and is a part of that atmosphere in front of real fight fans who don't just throw their favorite fighter in the trash can like hot garbage after one loss. They ride with that shit until the wheels come off. Yeah. After experiencing that, and then after coupled with the idea that Turkey lost his ass in LA because he banked on Terrence Crawford to draw better than he did. After those two things, we're guessing that Turkey Al Sheikh is going to be one and done staging events in the American market.
That's a good possibility, man. And yeah, you hit it right on the head. They're gonna pack Wembley for Joshua this Saturday, and the UK fans, we got to give them a hand, man. They are just fantastic, guys. I mean, look at the fight. What was it a couple months ago? Who was it? Joyce versus Chisora, right? Joyce coming off a back-to-back losses and get knocked out by Zhilei Zhang, and then Chisora, I can't remember the last time he won a fight. And well, they had a huge turnout for that.
Yep.
Huge turnout. That would never happen here in the States.
Nope.
Because these guys are these fans are just too weird, man.
Yeah, they could have. You could have seen on the fight poster a picture of Chisora, a picture of Joe Joyce. Frank Warren could have called that event damaged goods, and guess what? It would have still sold. Yeah, whatever it did, over 30,000 fans or 40,000, however many.
It was a huge turnout for that fight, man.
Yeah,
for two guys that again coming off of losses, but because they go out there and give it their all, and go out on their shield. And they're entertaining to the fans, they still support them, man. That's what you guys in the American market
look at
really
Devin
need to
Haney.
Understand, man.
Look at Devin Haney. Like after one loss, and it's not even a loss anymore. Okay, and what happens? Oh, he's pricing himself out and no one wants to spend any money on it. And why? Yeah, because the fans have spoken and they don't want to have anything to do with Devin Haney any longer. And just to fight before his Ryan Garcia fight, they were crowning him as the next Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Right.
So what happened? Man. What happened? Look, that's the American fight fandom in a nutshell. Yep. A bunch of fickle crybabies who constantly complain and they don't spend a damn dime. They steal every single event. And then they wonder why they don't get the fights that they want.
And then the sad part is we get these big channels or these big guys on social media with big followings will come on here and tell you to stream the fight, steal the fight. And while they'll buy it themselves and then come on their channel and talk about it just to generate clicks to make money.
I know who you're referring to. What is that dude's name? 2 Ton the Grotesque? What's his name?
I say that respectfully. That guy. Yeah.
Oh, man, that guy's an idiot, man.
Oh, man.
Like, honestly, dude, where the hell did someone dig that asshole up, man? Like, seriously, man. Holy shit, he looks like one of Andre the Giant's turds.
And that's the funny thing. These guys claim that we're Canelo haters, right? But we're the ones that are always telling you and the other fans to support the damn fight and buy it.
Yep.
Don't steal it, you know?
Guess what? G Funky actually had a fight party.
Yep. Oh, call.
There it is.
Let's see what we got here. Who is it? Let's see. Hello? You're on the air.
I was born ready.
Who is this? State your name.
This is 92 Aku.
Oh, how you doing, brother? Thanks for calling in, man.
I heard you guys were hating on Big Red.
Oh, you know, always, man. Always, bro. You know,
look. No. Let's just make this perfectly crystal clear. I have no problem with Canelo. In fact, I have a lot of respect for one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in boxing. What we don't have respect for are his, I don't know, let's say pride flag waving fans who don't want him to fight the best opposition available. And can you even call them boxing fans at this point?
I can't. I
can't,
to be honest with you. But apparently, go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Talking about him ducking, basically just ducking David Benavidez.
No, I mean, look, the funny thing is, like, earlier today I was live, and I said, "Hey, man, I had a fight party here. I made a deal with this great sports bar here in my city. We packed the place. We had hundreds of people there." And, I was just telling people, hey, man, I had a lot of people asking, when's he going to fight David? Is he going to fight Benavidez? And that's the fight that people want to see, man. Apparently that ruffles feathers with these guys for some reason. I don't know. What do you think it is, 92 Aku? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't get it. He's ducking him. It's obvious he's ducking. I'm a Canelo fanboy, and it's blatantly that he's ducking him And I don't get why these people. Yeah, you're right. There's people just saying that he's not, and they're talking crap about David Benavidez' record and saying, I'm like, dude, he's obviously he has the most accomplished. He's the number one contender. He beat Plant, the guy that Canelo beat for a title. Beat Boo Boo. He's been mandatory like 3 or 4 years. They want to bring up shit that's outside the. They want to bring out shit that's outside his outside of the ring, the cocaine thing. But I mean, okay, he got put it. But
my God, years ago that happened.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, it's just excuses, man. And look, this guy is still crying in the chat. Look, oh, you said more than that, man. Look, call in and explain yourself, man. Like, I'm tired of this shit, bro.
Dude,
Call
is that
in,
for
all
real?
right?
Is
Yeah.
that shit for real? No, you said more than that, man. Dude, is that real? Holy shit.
This is sad, 92 AKU. You see this shit?
The worst part is Canelo. I think who's worse than the fans is Canelo. That's why you can tell when he's ducking someone, he turns to heel Canelo, and you can tell he gets annoyed by reporters, and he gets very defensive. Like during his ducking, his 2 years doing the Triple G duck, he was back and he was only talking Spanish, upset, just very defensive. And he's doing the same thing these last 2 years with David Benavidez. He's like always grumpy. He's always defensive. He's like, I can do whatever I want, and it's like, bring it. His excuses are so lame. Even Canelo fanboys have to admit him talking about 200 million and he doesn't bring nothing to the table. And then what does he bring to the table other than 25 pounds? Dude, who gives a fuck how many pounds you bring if you can make weight during the day before the fight? Who gives a fuck?
I agree with.
I agree with. was one like two.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. And look at this guy. I came for a link, man. That bullshit phone call. I'm out. Hey, here's the thing, bro. This is my fucking channel, okay? That's number one. I'm the motherfucking one who calls the shots here, okay? Not you. If I say call in to speak to me, you call in to speak to me. If not, hit the road. Like I told you earlier, man, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're subscribed to me or not. It doesn't bother me, okay? Call in. It's not that hard. Look, 92 AKU called in. Why is it so hard for you?
Wait a
Now
minute.
look at this.
What is this last comment?
We waiting on David to drop to 160 to 168. Tell them David is the one who ducked his Mando status. Oh my God. Here we go again with this nonsense. Bro, I've already cooked you on X about this same topic, bro. You really think that matters? Now all of a sudden it's up to Mauricio Suleiman to demand Canelo to fight? Is that what you're saying? I thought Canelo was the big dog. What is this? Now the WBC has to tell him who to fight? You hear this weird shit? 92 AKU? You hear this shit?
Yeah.
Look, guys.
Who's that weird mandatory that they're going to try to put Canelo with? I never even heard of him. Who's that?
William Skull. Yeah. He's going to be fighting Vladimir Shishkin for the vacant IBF title now.
David became Mando and left the division. Oh my God. He's been the mandatory for years, bro.
Yep.
For years.
Well
and
over
he
a year.
only left the division because Canelo picked Jaime Munguia and Edgar Berlanga to fight this year, man. What are you talking about? Oh my God. 92. I'm gonna clear the line, man. I appreciate you calling, man. I got to get this guy to call in. This guy's gonna have to grow a pair of nuts tonight, man. Go ahead, go ahead. Make your last comment. Go ahead.
What do you guys think about freaking the reporters and then Jim Gray? Like they're all scared to get little big Canelo upset of the David Benavidez question. It's like they purposely ask and don't ask me about David Benavidez, and they're scared of Canelo. Like it's annoying. Everyone is scared of the commission, the belt commission, and then the reporters, and then the Jim Gray, the fucking Amazon. They don't want it. It's like they want David Benavidez. They want to ask him about David Benavidez, but they feel like it's disrespectful. They see Canelo already upset and defensive. They fucking bow down. They don't answer it. It's not bullshit.
Well, perhaps they have the same publicists, the same people who prep Kamala Harris and CNN.
Oh boy. No, you know what? That was disappointing, man, that they didn't ask him about Benavidez after the fight on Saturday. Yeah, man, it's terrible. But hey, man, it's been a while since I spoke to you, man. But thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate you.
Later, guys.
Take it easy,
God
brother.
bless you, man. God bless you, brother.
Look, this guy, he'd rather cry in the chat than call in and voice his opinion. Like, this is the weirdest shit ever.
You guys don't hold David responsible for anything. Okay. I even corrected your grammar and everything. So here it is. Now, once again, please rationalize this for me. Canelo Alvarez, he determines who he fights when he fights. How can David Benavidez be responsible for that fight not happening?
Exactly.
When you guys have already made it abundantly clear that Canelo calls the shots.
Exactly.
You can't have it both ways, homie.
Does he call the shots or not, guys? Like, are you that fucking stupid? Like, come on. Look at this guy. Canelo went 68 for how long and did what David couldn't do with 68, went undisputed, a little over a year. Yeah, you know why? Because one guy is the meal ticket for everyone. Hello? Are you fucking blind or what? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, look, guys, once again, when you talk about someone like David Benavidez, and you guys like to pick apart resumes.
Oh my God.
Resumes are contingent upon opportunities received. And if you're not a big ticket seller, and if you're not North America's biggest attraction, and you're considered to be more risk than reward, yeah, you're going to have a hard time finding opposition.
It's insane, man. Of course, when Canelo goes to a division,
it's not that difficult to figure out, guys.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Like, he goes into the division, 168, right? Of course, everyone is lining up to fight the guy because there was no big names there.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Okay, so that year, in a year and a half, Callum Smith, Caleb Plant, and Billy Joe Saunders all got their career high paydays against Canelo Alvarez.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's a coincidence or no?
Look at these guys, man. Look at this. Again, we just explained it. Boxing magic? You either have a hearing problem or an understanding problem. Which one is it? Seriously, bro. Like, this is getting sad, bro. You're looking real sad, and then you won't even call in and speak. That's what makes it even worse, bro.
Oh, dude, you even have Adam Hurley talking Spanglish. I love it. Woo! Attaboy, Adam.
Look. Yo, man, hating. Bro, you are the most delusional fan I think I've ever encountered, man. Seriously. It's pathetic, bro. I gave you the opportunity, man, to call in. You're scared.
Yeah, you know what? I told you. You know what? Before I even came on, I told you this was going to happen. As soon as I came on here with you.
Look.
Yeah,
look.
They
10 years
they
you
got
couldn't
scared.
unify. Oh my gosh. Again, guys.
Wait a minute,
who else was unifying in that division?
Wait a minute. How old is David Benavidez?
What is he, about 25, 26, something like that?
26? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That means he's been in the division since he was 16. Look, guys, you know what? You guys sound like a bunch of bitches. Look, and I'm going to say this, and it hurts me to say this because you guys are part of my boxing brethren. But you guys are downright gay.
Look at this. Again, discredit, you mean? Who's discrediting Canelo?
Discreet? Hey, everyone, let's discreet Canelo. Why? Because he's coming out of the closet?
What is this?
What?
Bro, come on, man. Who's discrediting Canelo? Seriously. Who? Me? Joseph? How? Explain yourself. Call in. Stop being scared, bro. Look at everybody's making fun of you, bro, in the chat.
Yeah, look, guys. Look. This is what Canelo does, and he's very good at it. He's one of the best recognized pound-for-pound fighters in the sport, a 4-division world champion, a future first ballot Hall of Famer, and this is what he does. What's the worst that can happen, guys?
Right.
What's the worst thing? He can take care of himself in the ring. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure who wins that fight. I agree it could go either way, but I'm not saying it's a definitive Benavidez victory. That's why we want to see it.
Exactly. It's a great fight. It's a 50-50 matchup. There's great cases that can be made on both sides for someone to win. That's what makes a great fight. That's what makes a true pay-per-view event, guys. Not the one that we seen Saturday. All right?
Yeah, that was just pathetic. And then you've got these Canelo fans patting Edgar Berlanga on the back. Good job, buddy. You made it to the final bell. Boy, you showed a lot of heart. No, he didn't. He showed a lot of defense.
Yeah.
He showed a lot of safety first. Dude, he forgot to take his balls out of his wife's purse.
Dude, Canelo dropped him in round 3. He kind of put up an effort for the next couple rounds, and then that was it. Yep. That was it, man.
Yep.
And that's not what you should be doing when you're earning a career high payday. You're fighting on the biggest stage in boxing. That's terrible for the sport, guys.
And then now now he and Canelo fans alike believe that Edgar Berlanga deserves another big fight because Canelo carried his ass. Come on, guys. Look, and once again, I had a conversation with Coach Gogi about this, and this is why he didn't want to come on and talk about this week, because he's like, you know what, I don't feel like going on and being overtly negative. Gogi said that, and he said this to me. He goes, you know what, I hate to say this, and I told him this. I said, I hate to say this, I think boxing has become a lost cause in the American market. And he goes, yep, Joe, I agree with you. I would never have guessed that this is what boxing would have turned into, where people who are making excuses, avoiding the best fights, avoiding the fights that the fans want to see. This is not boxing. This is not the same lineage as Larry Holmes, Muhammad Ali,
Chavez, Oscar De La Hoya.
Oh my gosh. And once again, what kind of Mexican champion dumps his belt in the trash like Riddick Bowe to avoid the best opposition available?
Yeah. And this same guy here tried to tell me that he got stripped.
No, Chingao. No.
Revisionist history at its finest.
Jose Suleiman said he's your mandatory and we're going to enforce it. Canelo goes, okay, here you go.
Look at this. Look at this. Continuing to make excuses, man. Did you not see me take a phone call right now? I mean, dude, seriously. Explain yourself.
Wait a minute.
If you want to see in the chat, go ahead.
He says, we are waiting on David to drop the fat and come to see. Dude, he was at 68 for 2 years while Canelo was campaigning.
Yes.
So what was he waiting for then?
Yeah.
What was he waiting for then?
He just had a 3-fight deal with the PBC. He fought one guy that was on the PBC stable.
Jermell Charlo.
Yes.
Jermell.
This is an upgrade. Remember that?
Oh my gosh. This is an upgrade. Old Steve Kim looks like someone played golf on his face.
Oh man, dude, this is sad, man. These guys.
Yeah, dude.
Look, if you don't have the guts to call in, then here's what I want you to do. Put it in the chat. Then you said I said more than that. What did I say then? Tell me what I said that hurt your feelings so much, bro. Seriously. All right.
Look, man. Look, I'm going to say this right now.
I'm going to say this right now. Crawford throw his belt away. Oh my God. Passing the buck.
Look, this is sad. And I'm going to say this, and I mean this from the heart. Edgar Berlanga put up a much better fight than you assholes have today. Like, seriously, this is really disappointing. Like, honestly, I could be doing anything else right now. But I came on because I thought we were going to have a nice adult-like chat. Instead, we get a bunch of no-show pussies.
Right.
Dude, this is downright sad.
Excuses. Okay, what excuse?
No, I'll tell you this. You need to replace that Mexicano flag for a rainbow one, brother.
Oh,
and yes,
man.
I said it. That's from the heart, brother.
Oh, good God Almighty! This is just. I'm glad this is happening, man. I
Well,
am.
look, hold on. He says blame Canelo for everything. Wait a minute. The buck stops with him. He's the
Yes,
guy who determines who he fights. Who
right.
else are you gonna blame?
Who tells him
You're
what
gonna
to do?
you're gonna blame the
Nobody.
Tooth Fairy? You're gonna blame Joe Biden? What?
Joe
Shit!
Biden.
Come on, guys. What is this shit? I thought these were boxing fans, brother. This is downright gay. No, I'm serious. This is downright gay. And this is what started in jest is now genuinely starting to piss me off.
Now go home and
This
get your
is
fucking
downright
shine
gay.
box.
That's right. This is downright pride flag waving gay. That's what this is. Dude, I tell you what. Why don't you just go under your blankie, get a nice box of Kleenex, and put on your favorite Taylor Swift album and call it a night? Huh?
Dude, Canelo's the guy that calls the shots. No one tells him what to do, except when it comes to David Benavidez. Like, you guys are pathetic. Oh my God.
Gosh, dude. It's sad. This is sad, brother. This is downright sad. Like, seriously, dude, this is sickening.
I love laughing at these guys' face, dude. Look, still getting mad. Look at why is Davis Rivers based off of Canelo's name? Why doesn't he create his own lane? Canelo doesn't need David. David
you mean
needs
like
Canelo.
Edgar Berlanga? You mean
Right.
like Edward Berlanga? You mean like John Ryder? You mean like Jaime Munguia? How about Liam Beefy Smith? How about Callum Smith? Huh? How about those guys? Shit. No. Let's do another one. How about him fighting his mandatory challenger in what's his name?
Yildirim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
How about
my
that one?
gosh.
He was, and you know what? This is downright gay, guys. Like, why don't you guys just admit it? Yeah, Canelo's ducking. Yeah. I mean, look, why don't you guys just admit it? Just say it. Just say it. Just say it. Hey, yeah, you know, my favorite fighter. He's scared. He doesn't want to fight Benavidez.
Look at, oh, you didn't name this guy, that guy. Like, oh my God. These guys.
Last time I checked, they weren't at 68.
Right. We're talking about now, buddy, not 15 years ago. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Now, once again, you look at all those other ones. Was Canelo the A side against Cotto?
No, he wasn't.
No. Was he the A side against Mayweather?
No.
Now he was against Triple G, but that was very close. Mm-hmm. Triple G was very popular, hence the reason why everyone wanted to see the fight. Now, what was the other one he named? Was it
Lara? Yeah.
Well, yeah, that goes a far B side. And once again, the only reason why Lara got that assignment was because he was a Golden Boy fighter. But look, on all of those, though, Canelo, he actually had to negotiate with those other guys. He wasn't calling the shots. Look at this. The biggest star in North America, he was calling the shots.
This is what they always lean on. He can the best resume in boxing. Like, bro, we've already explained that to you. Again, you either have a hearing problem or an understanding problem.
Whenever you're the biggest breadwinner in boxing, you're going to have the most skins on your resume.
Exactly.
Throughout history. Just look throughout history, brother. If you are the big swinging dick in terms of level of attraction, ticket sales, pay-per-view sales, yeah, you're going to have the most names on your resume.
This is just shit that he regurgitates from these big blowhard channels, man. This is what they do. These guys don't have a mind of their own. They can't think for their own. They can't figure things out. They need someone to tell them. They need another man to speak for them. You're right. That's fucking gay.
Yeah, it's gay, dude. That's downright gay, dude. Like, seriously, man.
Oh my
You know what,
God.
dude? I tell you what. Why don't you go listen to your favorite Freddie Mercury album? How about Radio Gaga? Why don't you guys go listen to Another One Bites the Dust? Dude. Why don't you grow a mustache like Trevor Magumby?
Look at this. Again, passing the buck. passing. What do you think he's been doing the past 2 years? Right? He fought. See, this is exactly, dude. I predicted this shit early 2022. When he fights the guys that these blowhards have been asking him to fight, they're gonna make it seem like, oh, these guys were washed up. They weren't that good, right? Dude, he went and fought Caleb Plant after you guys said fight Plant. Start fighting these guys in division. Fight Plant. Well, he beat the shit out of Plant.
Yep.
He fights an awkward southpaw, and Andre knocks him out in
his
4
ass.
rounds.
Yep.
He moves up to 175 and beats
his stablemate.
Yeah,
his sparring partner.
Name? I can't remember. The guy's
Alexander
name.
Gvosdik.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, what do you want him to do at that point? Oh, I know. I get
what
it.
What more can he do?
Your second favorite fighter is David Morrell now. Why? Because you guys think he's got a good chance of beating him. And if he does beat him, you're going to give Canelo credit for it because that's what faggots do.
Well, look. They love David Morrell Jr. because every time one of Canelo's mandatories came up for Gilberto Mendoza Jr. and the WBA, yeah, Gilberto Mendoza forced David Morrell to fight him and beat him for Canelo. So they love Dave Morrell Jr. He's El Sicario. Okay, he's Canelo's hitman.
Let's play this game. Let's play this game with this guy, right? Because this is exactly what happened at 168. So finding an old Vostik and looked horrible, and now finding an old bum and Jesse Hart is creating his own lane.
Okay, so what's
he supposed
the
to
problem?
fight at 175? Tell me who.
What's the problem?
Here's what's going to happen, Joe. Here's what's going to happen, right? When I say, who do you want him to fight? Because the champions they're going to be fighting. There's going to be an undisputed fight in that division. Did you forget that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he can't fight either one of those guys. They're going to say, well, fight Anthony Yard. Well, guess what? If he fights Anthony Yard and he beats Anthony Yard, you guys are going to say, oh, well, the Yard's been knocked out multiple times. It really wasn't that good anyway. I know the playbook already, man. You guys.
There, man. I'm going to sing some Freddie Mercury for you guys. Here, you want me to sing some Freddie Mercury for you faggot asses? I want to break free. Bum, bum. Dude, come on, guys. Come out of the closet already. Seriously, come out. Come on. Just admit it. Just say, look, I'm gay, guys. I'm gay. I'm not a real boxing fan. I'm a Canelo fan.
Yep.
Pathetic, just admit it, guys. Just admit it.
Pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic.
It's okay. It's okay, guys. Be who you want to be. Be proud of that too, man.
It's 2024, guys. It's safe for you guys to come out now. All right.
Ching out, man. This is pathetic, dude. I was actually, you know what, man? And you know what? Chief Funky told me this was going to happen. I'm like, no, dude. No, we're going to get some fight back. We're going to get some feedback. No. And dude, I am terribly disappointed in all of you. Like, honestly, dude, I was expecting something more than this. Like, honestly, dude, this is downright pathetic.
I'll be surprised if these channels that are built off of Canelo will still be around once he retires, man. Because I can tell you this, I was here during the Mayweather-Pacquiao era. Before that fight, what was it? I think 4 years before that fight even happened, I was in the YouTube boxing community. And when that fight happened and Pacquiao lost, there was a ton of channels out there that built big fan bases off of blowing Manny's nuts, right? And once he lost to Mayweather, they shut it down. Never came back. I have a feeling that's exactly what's going to happen when Canelo retires from the sport of boxing. And you know what? Good fucking riddance, because you guys are fucking weak.
Dude, that is just pathetic, guys. Now, I'll be honest with you, man. I just lost a bet. I bet G Funky, man. I'm like, no, these guys are better boxing fans than that. So now I have to pay G Funky. He won the bet. You guys are a bunch of big fat pussies.
Okay, here we go. They're credible now, but if Benavidez is to fight them and beat them, you would say what? Yard's been knocked out multiple times, right? David Morrell hasn't fought anybody. Callum Smith got knocked out. Joe Smith got knocked out. You guys will make an excuse every single time, just like you did with Caleb Plant, just like you did with Andrade. Excuses every single time, man. So don't give me this nonsense about fight this guy, fight that guy.
Well,
fight
I
this
tell you what.
guy.
I tell you what. Why don't you tell us then, in that same breath, how Edgar Berlanga, Jaime Munguia, and John Ryder were more deserving?
Yeah, let us know. Answer that question, because I'm answering all your questions. You know why? Because they're not hard to answer. You know? Look at this. Look at
Oh,
this.
I love
Look at
this.
this.
You guys think you know boxing, but we're in this business, homie.
Right.
We're
We actually
in this
make money
business.
in boxing outside of YouTube. All right.
Yeah,
Go
look,
ahead,
look,
Joe.
and to be honest with you, we don't care. We just like
Mhm.
make an example out of your sissy gay asses. That's it.
Yep.
And you know what? I genuinely didn't believe G Funky when he said it was going to play out this way. But you know what? You know exactly what these assholes are about. Damn, man,
Mhm.
I'm embarrassed, dude.
Yep.
This is downright embarrassing, guys.
Let me ask you this then, since you want to talk about David's career. Will you tell me who's lining up to fight him right now? Who? Is there a long line that wraps around the building? No, there isn't. So what do we again? But there's a long line that wraps around the building to fight Canelo. Why is that,
Now,
Joe?
let me ask you something. How many people are actually calling out David Benavidez?
Right. We could say maybe one person, right?
David Morrell Jr.?
Yeah.
But he's calling out everybody. He wants all of that smoke, man.
Right. And look, if that fight happens, it happens. I'm good with it because I don't give a fuck. I'm not like you guys. I don't hope and pray and bow at the statue of Canelo and pray the way you guys do. I don't give a fuck.
Man, that's just gay, dude. That is just gay, man.
If they, oh my God, here we go. Look at this. These again, you have a hearing problem or an understanding problem. You want to explain it to him again, Joe, or should I?
Go ahead, dude. I'm all talked out, man, to be honest. Jeez,
I told you
this is embarrassing.
I told you, man. Look, Canelo, is he the guy that calls the shots or not? Is he the big money maker in the business or not? Why are you avoiding that? Right? They want David to have the same resume as Canelo. I mean,
you mean like Edgar Berlanga? You mean that good?
Yeah.
You mean like Jaime Munguia? That impressive?
Man.
Dude, this is downright gay, guys.
Let's give him a hand. He's finally getting it. One of them is finally getting it. Look.
Hey, yeah, you're right.
Now you're getting it. Okay?
So you're saying that it is Canelo's fault that he's not fighting Benavidez. I'm glad you're finally admitting that.
He bent the knee. Thank you. Thank you.
Dude, all they're bending the knee at is to kiss Canelo's white freckled ass. That's it. Bunch of fags, dude. Unbelievable, man.
Yep. Dude, they want David Morrell to beat this guy so bad.
Dude, can you imagine?
They're gonna give Canelo credit for it.
Can you imagine if Canelo came up at 68 and 60 during the same era of Roy Jones Jr. and James Toney?
Yeah.
Could you imagine that?
No, I couldn't.
Dude, man, talk about an ass whooping, dude. Now I could understand Canelo avoiding those guys. I'd be like, yeah, Canelo, you don't want any of that. But Benavidez? He's just a kid. Come on, what are you afraid of?
And then the fans don't even want it. That's the worst part.
Dude,
they don't want to see a good fight.
That's what I'm saying. You guys can't even call yourself real Canelo fans. Because I'm sorry, if you were really fans of this guy, you would be saying, come on, yeah, bring it. Canelo's going to whoop his ass. But you know what? You guys don't even believe in your man. A bunch of freckle juice fags. That's what you guys are.
Look at this. Look at this. Again, the same shit. The same. Look, your buddy actually got it. It actually broke through. I don't know what your problem is, but look, just soak it in, man, like a sponge. Okay. This knowledge that we're giving you, really, we should be charging you for this shit, to be quite honest with you. Dude, but because we're so kind, we're giving it to you for free. All right.
Dude, yeah, these guys are starting to get a visual. James Toney would spank Canelo. Man, he'd smoke him like a cheap cigar. And then look at that. Canelo would run away scared. Yeah, dude, he would piss his pants.
That's a terrible matchup for him.
Could you imagine?
If you guys thought that Mayweather put a clinic on him. James
Oh,
Toney. Holy
shit.
shit. Holy shit.
Or Roy Jones.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. Dude. Like, honestly, I honestly think Carl Froch and Mikkel Kessler would whoop his ass right now at 68 the way he's acting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying that from the heart, man. That's from the heart.
Now we're getting some good questions from this guy. How big a fight is Canelo versus David? I think it could do $1 million. I think it could.
It would. No. It would be because once again, you would get guys like Stephen A. Smith, Joe Rogan. They would be talking about it and they would be promoting the fight. It would do easily 1.5 million.
Yep.
Easily.
Yep. And that's what a lot of these guys don't understand. But you're finally, it seems like you're finally starting to get it. You know?
It is easily the biggest money fight in North America at this time, outside of maybe Ryan Garcia versus Terrence Crawford, maybe. I don't know.
Yep.
But let's just
hey, we could throw rematch between Tank and Ryan. Could be up there too.
You know what? That's true. Mm-hmm. Now look, I hate to say this. Maybe people are just sadists, but I actually think a rematch between Ryan and Haney would do really good numbers also.
It could. It could because of all the controversy surrounding it. Yeah.
Yep. But
look,
I still think that Canelo Benavidez, because that captures the entire Hispanic fight population in North America.
Yep, it does, man. But for some reason, a certain section of fans, they don't want to see it for some reason. They'll make every excuse in the book for it not to happen, which is just fucking weird, man. Fucking weird.
Well, look, just put on your apron and go play in your easy bake oven, dude. How about that? Chingao, dude. That's just downright gay, man.
Yep.
Fuck, dude. You know what? Maybe you guys, maybe boxing just isn't for you. Why don't you go switch to the WNBA? That's more your speed. Or maybe women's tennis, maybe.
Yeah.
Something else, something a little bit, this is not your speed, man. This is a little too masculine for you guys.
In all of boxing, I think it probably is right now.
The only one I can think that's bigger, if Tyson Fury beats Usyk in December, then Joshua versus Fury is a much bigger fight worldwide, globally.
Again, look, see what these guys do? You don't make the rules here, buddy. Okay? Do you see me drop links ever?
Here, no. Let me read how this guy is thinking this, and this is how it sounds in his head. When you down to drop the link, holla at me. Bring your back up with you. Viva Canelo. That's how it sounds between this guy's ears. Sounds like a flaming faggot. Like, seriously, dude. You guys are downright gay.
Oh, man. Look, I tried boxing magic, okay? I try to be cordial with you on Twitter as well, but you're just too much of a blowhard, bro. I mean, seriously.
Out, man.
You got all up in your feelings for something. I don't even know what it was, and you still won't even say what it was here. Remember earlier, you said more than that. Like, he still won't even say what I said. That upset him, right?
Oh my gosh, dude. That's just downright. I honestly, I'm in shock, G Funky.
Oh, man.
I really didn't think these guys were that gay. I'm serious. I didn't, man.
Drop the link. I don't drop links here, man. I don't.
No, dude. You know what? I'm going to read his mind. He wants you to drop something else. He's a fag. Dude,
no,
just
look, you're right.
Be on with you.
Look, I agree with you on this. And this is what I said. I said it earlier today on the first show I did, and I said it on this show. If he fights Benavidez, it's going to be the biggest guarantee that he's probably ever had in his career.
Yep.
And that's, I mean, what else did you want? I mean,
look,
200 million is not realistic, man. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. Now, look, guys, this fight can only diminish in money at this point. It's reached its pinnacle. It's reached its apex of earning power. It can only diminish from here. So
Yep.
what is Canelo waiting for? He's not waiting for it to reach its apex because it's already there.
Man, what's up, Poodle? Thanks for stopping by, man. Look at.
Hey, Poodle, how you doing, my brother?
He fights David, then what? Then what? What? I don't understand. What? What? What in the world is going on, man?
No, Poodle, it's the phone number, brother. G-Funky only does the phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't do links because too many guys like to go on the internet and do a Google search, right, of a man's penis. They'll download it to their phone.
Oh,
and then they'll come onto your channel and put it on the screen.
Oh
Again,
my gosh.
Fucking gay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. That's just a gay man putting another man's
if
papaya on there, dude.
you're
Come on now.
if you're mad that I don't put links out, then you know what? Go. I'm not talking to you, Poodle. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Boxing Magic, who's been demanding a link when I don't drop links, and that's exactly why I don't.
Yeah.
So if you're mad at that, then go talk to
Canelo fan.
Yeah, go talk to the guys that download dick pics on their phones. Go talk to them.
Yeah,
right?
Jeez.
Not me. Go talk to them.
Oh, Chingao, man. We're talking about guys' papayas now. Chingao, dude.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Bro, he's already an all-time great. No one is debating that. This is what you did earlier. You brought up a bunch of shit that I never even said. It's like you just want to argue just to argue. Like, bro, if I wanted to argue just to argue,
if I wanted ballot Hall of Famer already.
All right, we're getting a call here. Let's see. I think this
I'll bet you it's Poodle. It's definitely not Magic.
Yeah, I think it is. Let's see. All right, 424, you're live.
I am live. What's going on, G Funky? What's up, Joseph? This is Poodle Sur.
How you doing, brother? Poodle. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing okay, fellas. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great, man. We're having some fun, but we're doing great.
Cool, yeah. I saw you were live. It said, Canelo Fanboys pull up. I'm like, all right. The challenge has been, has been,
Well, I guess I ruffled some feathers earlier. I don't know why. This guy that's in the chat, he won't say why for some reason. But this is why I did this live, because I had to cut it at 30 minutes. I had to go and take care of something. So I said, look, I'll come back later tonight. I got time tonight, and I'm here. I'm waiting. He doesn't want to call in for some reason.
I think you're talking about the homie Magic. He's a good dude. He's just, put in the good work. He's doing God's work.
You call that God's work, man? Boy.
Look, bro. Somebody's got to defend Canelo, bro. He's got more haters than supporters, bro.
Well, I mean, look, despite popular belief out there, I'm not a hater. I don't
think you're a hater either.
Yeah. So I mean, but he was like,
and if it comes to Triple G, then you're all
yeah. So I guess he said I was quote unquote sneak dissing Canelo earlier. Again, he won't explain himself though, and he won't call in. So I've given him ample time.
What the hell does that even mean? Sneak dissing.
Tell him, what does that mean?
That's well, in Spanish we call it indirecta. It's indirectly throwing shade, without doing it.
And one thing about me, man, is if I want to say something about a fighter, I'll just say it. Like there's no reason to
you know what? Men mean what they say and say what they mean. Okay,
that's what. But since I got you here, Poodle, let me get your take, man.
Yes, sir.
What did you think of the fight Saturday, man?
I mean, I didn't. I got what I expected, to be honest. I thought Canelo carried him, but I also thought Berlanga fought better than I thought he was going to.
Yeah, I was there. I was live. I had a fight party here in my city.
I saw the post.
Yeah, man, it was a nice turnout, and I had some pro fighters there, and I was getting their commentary in between the rounds, and we agreed.
Yeah, it looked like it was in a gym, right? It was in a gym, it looked like, right?
No, that's a sports bar, man.
Oh, it was a sports bar. It looked like a gym. It looked like you had like the TV set up in the ring or something like that.
No, no. I mean, we might do some events there in the future, and definitely be putting some stuff out there if we get that done. But no, what it is it's a sports bar. It used to be a former comedy club, so it's set up with like a wide area in the front, and it's got a stage, and it's a great place for these type of events, man. So we had close to 200 people there that night, and we had a good turnout. Like I said, I had some pro fighters there, and they were giving their opinions on who won the rounds, and yeah, I think we all agreed that Canelo basically won every round. We thought,
I think so.
Yeah, we thought that Berlanga pretty much packed it in after 6 rounds, didn't really try to win the fight, and that was that.
Yeah. I thought he performed like, a lot of people are giving him a lot of credit and stuff like that. I give him credit for fighting back and stuff like that. But he did lose every round. But I didn't think he packed it in. But it's just the difference in levels. I mean, I didn't expect. I got better than expected. Like the fight was entertaining. I thought it was going to be a kind of like the Jermell Charlo type of fight.
Yeah, and it was kind of similar to that, I would say. Who I would say, and I mentioned this earlier too. Joseph, you let me know if you agree, and Puro, you as well. If anybody's stock went up with a loss Saturday night, it was Trevor McCumbee, I think.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. That guy can punch, man.
Yeah, and he's there to try to hurt people, man. What do you think, Puro?
I mean, I didn't see anything like overly impressive from him, other than he was having a lot of success until Planet adjusted. I mean, at least we know who he is now. I mean, I'm curious to see how he does against other other fighters in the division, because I had never heard of him until that week.
I would like to see Edgar Berlanga fight Trevor McCumbee.
I think that'd be a good fight.
That'd be a good fight.
Yeah.
McCumbee and Billy would be another good fight. These guys mixing it up.
Yeah, or I mean, shit, I would even take a Benavidez if McCumbee can get a couple wins under his belt. I think that would be fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. He's no longer in the division, but I mean, that's what I like, especially like in this particular division. Like, I want these guys to fight each other, bro. It's like,
Well, we know what happens, man. And it's these exclusive network deals that these promoters have is what makes a lot of these fights hard to make. Unless there's a lot of money to be made for both guys, I shouldn't say guys, but both promoters, then the fight will get done.
No.
That's the baffling thing with me with the Benavidez situation is that, Canelo had just had a 3-fight deal with PBC. He only fights one guy that was a PBC fighter in Jermell Charlo. Yeah, it's a little baffling, man, to be quite honest with you. But it's still the fight
I think it's crystal clear, to be honest. I think it's crystal clear.
What is it clear? What do you think?
I think the 3-fight deal never disintegrated like people were reporting. Like the 3-fight deal was him to work with PBC and PBC's relationship with Amazon. The fact that they fought Munguia and just fought Berlanga, and they weren't PBC fighters technically. I don't think that had too much relevance, because ever since the Jermell Charlo fight, like Canelo Promotions has been like it says, Canelo Promotions presents. Like it hasn't been that beforehand. So I that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Like, I'm not involved in the business or whatever.
I think
really reserved.
I think he wants to end his career working with PBC as long as they last, because he likes their treatment for some reason. And I'll be honest, every event that I've ever been a part of in which PBC is involved, I'll be straight up 100% honest. They actually treat people the best. And once again, I've worked events for every promoter, and honestly, it's PBC actually treats people the best, even their media members.
And Canelo does seem happy with
the rumor, like all these years. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Canelo does seem very happy with working with Al Heyman. I think he said recently, right, that what did he say? he could do it all over again, he would start his career with PBC. I mean, I think that was a little shot at Oscar, but I mean I think also there's some truth in that he likes working with them, you know?
Yeah. I think he wants to end his career with PBC.
And
so regardless, and so as long as, because let's just face it, they give him free reign to be able to pick and choose every opponent that he wants, regardless of promotional company, regardless of platform. They let him choose anyone. Like he can pick anyone he wants, regardless of what promotional company. They let him get venue rights. They let him get the majority. Basically, Al Heyman's given him the same deal that Mayweather Jr. had. Percentage of the concessions, percentage of everything. The site fee, the pay-per-view, everything. They've basically given him the same deal that Mayweather had. That's why he likes working with PBC.
Hey, if it makes dollars, it makes sense,
I think it's starting to become...
Go ahead,
yeah, no, for sure. No, I'm sorry. To me, it's just like lately with like the information that's been coming out, like he's been talking about like how since the beginning of his career, he's negotiated with any promoter that he's worked with to make 80% of all money that comes in. You know, so I think it's starting to become clear that he's always had that reign ever since he started his career. He gets final say on who he fights. Because like Floyd Mayweather, you know, they say that Oscar didn't want him to fight him, but he fought him anyways. Arizlandi Lara, I think we all know a fact that Oscar didn't want him to fight Arizlandi Lara, Austin Trout. You know, so I think he's, and I've never seen that before. He's a smart businessman. I think he's known his worth ever since he's a young man. So he's like, he doesn't let like promoters like push him around. I think he knows his worth, and he just took a gamble. You know.
Look, when I was doing work with Golden Boy Promotions and Don Chargan, I can tell you for a fact that it wasn't Canelo Alvarez's decision to stay at 155. That was all Golden Boy and Don Chargan. They did a masterful job in cultivating his career up to that point and making those decisions. And then once again, he still had a lot of learning to do, adding that new wrinkle of cutting off the ring and closing the distance effectively, right? And when he learned that, when he added that, right, then they had no problem sending him up to 60 and 68. And he became a complete fighter, and we saw that at 68. That's his prime weight.
Indeed.
But before that time, they purposely kept him at 54 as long as they could, and then they made up that absurd Canelo weight at 155 for a year and a half.
Yeah, that was a wild time.
And that was actually the brainchild. That was the brainchild of Don Chargan. He's the one who thought of that. So it like, say what you want. Canelo can say whatever he wants about Oscar De La Hoya and their treatment of him. But honestly, without Richard Schaefer, Don Chargan, Eric Gomez, and Oscar De La Hoya, I don't think he would be at this level in terms of attraction.
Yeah,
because they did if you look at the last 30 years, this may be the best job of matchmaking in cultivating and nurturing a big time attraction. They did a masterful job.
Yeah. No, and I agree with you, Joseph, because Don Chargan, like, I don't know him personally. Obviously, you did. You said like he was you were his protege or whatever. But I mean, obviously, I've been watching boxing forever, so I've heard of him. But like, he's had a reputation of being one of the best matchmakers in the sport, and just how they moved Canelo, and then that's what the matchmaker's job ultimately is, right?
Yes,
is to prepare him for
he's the best to have ever done it. Yep. And
Indeed,
he's the guy who taught me everything about the business. And G Funky is carrying on the Don Chargan tradition in Sacramento, where he's from.
I'm trying, man. Baby steps, man. But
you're doing a great job, G.
The seeds have been planted and the roots are starting to take, man. And
there it is.
It's been fun, man. But hey, Puro, man, you know, it's always a pleasure talking to you, man. You know, I'm gonna be back. I had to take a break, but I'm back now. But tell your boy Boxing Magic, look, I'm not gonna bite his head off. You can call in, man. It's no big deal.
Magic is cool, bro. You know, he's just, like I said, bro, he's doing God's work, bro. You know, someone's got to defend Canelo out here, bro.
Well, tell him he can go to the LDBC with some of the things he's been saying. over here in my chat because I don't say those things, man. So
I'm sure he does, bro. I'm sure he
Yeah,
does. Shit, man.
yeah.
I put in I put in a lot of work on LDBC channel.
Tell him, calmate, calmate. All right.
No. Magic's a cool dude, bro. Magic's a cool dude, bro.
Excuse me, but
Magic's a
hey,
cool
man.
dude. But,
I'm
but
gonna
yeah, bro. But I mean, you're the black sheep of the ATC. You remember that?
always, man. But
You know.
yeah, I'm no longer affiliated with HCP. But hey, those guys, they do their thing, you know.
Hey, and guys,
Hey, you'll always be the black sheep, bro. You'll always be the black sheep.
Hey, and Poodle, if you can, man, subscribe to my new channel, man. It's called God's Perfect Love, brother.
Yeah,
I'm being serious.
I didn't know you
God's
had
Perfect
channel,
Love.
Joseph, but I'll throw you a sub. I'll throw you a sub.
Thank you, my friend.
man. Poodle, man, have a good night, man. And like I said, it's always a pleasure talking with you, my friend.
No, it's a pleasure talking with you, G fucking man. Stay up, man. God bless your family. You too, Joseph. Peace out.
You too, brother. Take
you
care.
too, brother. God bless you, man.
Later, man.
That was Poodle, man. And look, that's a guy that you're friends with, Magic. Look, called in. I gave him his piece. He could talk. This is what I do with everyone, man. That's what this channel is about, man. Dialogue, not arguing. All right.
Yep.
So you had your opportunity, man. So we're gonna shut it down, man. It's been almost 2 hours, guys, and I don't do shows this long. But you know, it is what it is, man. I had a little time tonight, and I wanted to jump on and talk with you guys. All right. One guy. Hey, we got through to one guy. So hey, that's one more for the good guys. All right.
oh, late Scott Hall. God bless you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But Joe, that's where
I'll be honest, G. I'll be honest, brother. I am genuinely disappointed, man. I really thought we were going to hear some insightful adult type discussion. Instead, we got some CNN, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow, Kamala Harris bullshit, man. Like, honestly, dude, that is so disappointing, guys. But I will say this, please, guys, if you can, please go support my new channel, God's Perfect Love, in which we do all kinds of scripture study and some insightful discussions regarding the one true God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Trinity. God bless all of you guys this evening. And once again, Jesus loves the sinner, but hates the sin. Don't be gay. And there it is. There it is.
Yes, sir. We always give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God in the heavens above for everything He does for us, man.
Amen.
And look, again, this is, you know, I don't hate any of these guys. I don't do that. But there comes a time when correction needs to be put out there, guys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that you guys say and the things that you get upset about, yeah, sometimes you need to be corrected on that. All right. So, anyways, hit the notification bell, guys, if you're subscribed to the channel. This way you don't miss anything. We'll be dropping some more information as it comes in regarding this event, Canelo Berlanga. Maybe even the UFC event that was competing with our beloved boxing that night. So make sure you subscribe to me, Joseph. We'll be dropping that stuff soon, but we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. I'm tired, Joseph. It's already Wednesday morning for you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm gonna be up bright and early at 5. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, me too, man. With some coffee. Oh, I can't wait, man.
From Kopi Luwak. But once again, I think I misspoke. Once again, Jesus loves the sinner, but hates the sin. So if you have homosexual tendencies, it's okay. Just don't act on it. Just don't act on it. Right?
Yep.
Okay. God bless all of you guys.
For Joseph Heron of War Week Boxing, this is G Funky Boxing. We'll see you guys on the next one. We're out.